I have zero idea if this is going to work, but instead of potentially taking my computer apart, I might be able to just do this like plug-in thing. So I'm gonna try it out. I had to take a regular charger, like literally like the kind that you charge your phone with, and then like plug it in, and then you plug in the other charger too. It's like really weird. I'm not really sure how that's supposed to work. Obviously doing this didn't work for me, but I still think it's worth a try because, you know, if this does work, you won't have to open up your computer. These are my comfy socks, in case you're wondering. Oh, look at my laptop. Too cute. Okay. First I'm plugging in the phone charger. And then you're supposed to plug in the computer charger on the left side specifically, so that's what I'm doing. And now I'm plugging the regular wall charger.
Scratch!
Nothing's happening. Poor I have to do the hard way. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Something's happening. I didn't actually start recording until step 7 because honestly did not think this was going to work. But when those red lights started flashing, I was like, oh, this might actually work. So I had her open. To remove the 5 screws, you're going to need the tool that came with the laptop. And if not, you'll have to find an equivalent screw thing. FYI, the bottom left screw is a little bit different, so don't worry about that. And none of them are going to come all the way out. So once they look loose, just leave them be. And then for step 4, when opening it up, make sure that you flip the top part up like I wrote there because you want to make sure not to disconnect the mouse pad. I took out the RTC like coin looking thing. Ejecting the coin was pretty easy. I didn't have this tool here, so I just used a paper clip. Just be careful because apparently they're pretty delicate. I wore plastic gloves. As you can see in pictures 1 through 4, you literally just stick the little paper clip in the hole and then kind of bend it out so that it'll just pop out. And I disconnected the battery. This is the battery right here. I think this probably gave me the most anxiety, but it wasn't as bad as I expected. You have to be really careful not to like misalign like or bend anything. So you just want to make sure you put equal pressure as you pull it out, and it'll make way more sense when you see me put it in because you just take it out the same way you put it in. So you'll see that later on in step 9 and 10. So first I took the coin out and then I set it aside here. I'll show you what it looks like before I took it out. It's a little bit confusing right now, but I'll edit it. And then I disconnected this battery thing carefully to do it evenly, like equally distributing it as I pulled it out. And now I'm system resetting it. That's the flashing light means that. Y'all know I was doing literal jumping jacks when I saw those lights go on. And now I'm going to continue with what I was doing. The next step now is to unplug the power and reinsert the RTC like battery thingy, which is this. And it said to put it in like top first. Where is that? Top first and then kind of like pop it back in. So I'm gonna try that real quick. There we go. The next step is to put the, like plug the battery back in, but first you have to check if the pins are straight inside, which I did, and it looks like it's all straight. It's hard for you to see, but they look straight. And I'm gonna pop it back in a second. Okay, so now the next step is to plug in this battery connector, but I can't do that with one hand, so I'm gonna show you the best I can. There is Call of Duty in the background. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, I have to. It says be really careful to make sure that you don't bend the pins and stuff, so I'm gonna try really hard not to. I don't know if that's in all the way. Crap. Hold on. I have to make sure that I didn't just bend something. Oh. It's actually harder than it looks. No, it looks straight still, so we're fine. I'm like so worried I'm gonna do this like wrong. I've absolutely never opened a computer in my life. It's terrifying. I don't know how delicate this is. I'm not sure how hard to push. It's like so confusing. I didn't feel like I was putting it in like far enough, but I just don't know want to like push super hard, you know? Oh, so I'm gonna try to, I don't know if you can see that at all. There we go. Gosh, okay, so FYI, you kind of do have to push hard because I was trying to be delicate with it, but I kind of had to use some strength. Don't go too hard, obviously, but yeah, you have to push harder than, or I had to push harder than I expected to have to push. So at this point, don't mind my chopstick here. She was holding you guys up. At this point, I'm supposed to plug it back in to the power adapter, so the charger, and the lights are supposed to flash red again like they did before, so freaking hopefully that happens. Let's see. Oh yes, we have flashing happening. So far, everything's happening normally, like it said to happen, so I'm really hoping that this works. Now I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes because that's what it said to do. 5 minutes on the clock. I definitely recommend going to the website that I linked in my description on top of watching this video just so you don't miss anything. Tell me if it's just me or if this is like a super confusing picture because I spent so long trying to figure out what was going on. Basically, they're just making sure that you didn't like rip the thing open and like move it, but it should be fine. I'm at the point where I'm gonna reassemble it, like screw it all back together, and then I have to leave it charging for 24 hours, which is crazy, which means I don't know if it's gonna work. Which means I'm going to be going insane. Oh, okay. So I flip it delicately back. Oh, it's like magnetized. Oh, cool. I like that. All you have to do is like glide it and it like magnets back together. Okay, so I'm going to close it, flip her around. And then I'm gonna screw it back in. So, yeah. This is the charging station that she will sit for 24 hours, and I have zero freaking idea this is gonna work, which is already driving me crazy. Oh, the light is on. That has to mean that it's gonna work. Dude. If I just fix my computer, I'm gonna like have a crush on myself. Okay, it's the moment of truth. It's been 24 hours. I haven't like turned it on yet, obviously. The light went off, as it should, I guess. I'm scared. Can you hold that? Why did I like freak out just now? Because it was on. We have a laptop that is on, so I don't know how all this works, but all I know is that whatever I did on my part, I did it right. So we must be in like another dimension because I don't know how that happened, but go me. High five me.